Echo Zephyr, and today we're doing our first ever video. This should be about 10 minutes long. Okay, so to start off, we are doing What If Naruto Was Raised by Full Kurama, Part 1. It all goes the same up until Minato seals Kurama inside of Naruto. Minato still dies, but sealed all of Kurama inside of Naruto because he didn't have enough chakra to do the sealing twice. He also trusted that Naruto was able to handle it, since he was an Uzumaki. Naruto's childhood goes mostly the same, except when Naruto was 4, he got lost, and was out till dark. While he was lost, he ran into this man. The man was slightly in an alleyway, but Naruto was going up to him to ask for directions on how to get either to the Kage's office, in which he could find his way back from there, or just straight to his apartment. Also, Naruto is slightly smarter in this What If than he was before. Anyways, so when Naruto goes up to the man turns around, and he was actually kind of dreary looking, the man. And when Naruto looked at the man for a second and then saw in the man's hand a bottle of, sorry if I butcher the name, Sake? Yeah, Saskai? Okay. Basically a bottle of beer. And it was nearly empty. Naruto then came to the conclusion that the man was drunk and was about to kind of run away when the man said, "If it isn't Hick, the Nine-Tails brat." And then he kind of caught Naruto before he could really leave and beat him up in the alleyway before leaving the location. The man was actually Jonin and had a couple of kunais with him. Well, not Jonin, Chunin, sorry. And, yeah. So, Naruto, he was slightly bleeding on the floor, but he couldn't bring himself to get up, and closed his eyelids. This caused him to fall asleep. While he was asleep, he was brought into his mindscape. He didn't know it was mindscape, though. He thought he was dreaming or something, and started looking around. He came across a cage. And even though Naruto was slightly smarter in this What If, he actually doesn't know what tailed beasts are, because nobody thought it necessary to bring it up to a 4-year-old. And when the man had called him Nine-Tails brat, he still had no idea what he was talking about. And inside of the cage was Kurama. Kurama was completely covered in darkness, except for when he opened his eye. Well, Naruto could only see a big red eye. And the Nine-Tails proceeded to say, "What do you want, kid?" And this was kind of scary to Naruto, but he was still thinking that he was dreaming, and thus he just went, "Who are you?" And Kurama was actually surprised that nobody decided to bring up to Naruto anything about the tailed beast. And Kurama just got up, kind of mad that he was woken up, and went into the light, in which Naruto could see a giant fox with 9 tails. And Naruto, he still thinks that he's dreaming, isn't too scared because of that fact, that he thinks he's dreaming. And Kurama proceeds to say, I am the 9-tailed fox. At least that's what you all call me. Naruto was slightly surprised, but he proceeds to say, where are we? He's asking this even though he thinks it's a dream, because the small chance that it's not a dream. And Kurama then said, inside of your mindscape. Naruto then confirms in his head, yeah, this is a dream. And proceeds to say, so if we, or humans I assume, call you the 9-tailed fox, what do you call yourself? Kurama, slightly surprised at the question, actually decides to answer Naruto, seeing as he's not the yang or yin half. He's a mixture of both. And he proceeds to say, I am Kurama. Naruto kind of liked the name and proceeds to say, nice name. I'm Naruto Uzumaki. Kurama proceeds to say, I know that. Naruto, who's slightly surprised, says, oh, how did you know that? Kurama then says, because we are inside of your mindscape, I've been watching everything you've been doing since you were a kid. Naruto, slightly surprised, but then just remembers, oh, this is a dream, of course. He would know everything about me. And Naruto then says, well then, Kurama. He knew this wasn't going to last forever, so he might as well ask that. At least that's what Naruto was thinking. And what he's going to ask is, what if we become friends? Kurama, very surprised, says, sure? He didn't know exactly what to respond, but he just said yes, thinking maybe he can use this to his advantage. Or maybe he can just trick Naruto into freeing him and then take over. Whichever one comes first. And Naruto was very ecstatic about making his first ever friend before he just says, before everything goes white and he says, Kurama, what's going on? And Kurama says, you're waking up. And Naruto, in his head, says, oh yeah, this is a dream. And I still have no friends. He didn't say that out loud, he only thought it. And then he woke up in a hospital bed. Now, that's where I'm going to end it all off for now. Part 2 should be coming out later today or tomorrow. That's all. Adios. Oh, and apparently, yeah, like, subscribe, whatever. Yeah, bye.